Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tony Angelo, Tampabay Thunderstrikers, live here in Casa Thunderstrikers, located in beautiful Palm Harbor, Florida. And we are back on the air after a little week off from the nasty little hurricane that never, ever got here. So we are thankful for that. I am joined by my illustrious producer, full-time, Mr. Devin Stofford.
What's going on?
Okay, well, it's Sunday. We just had unlimited pasta tonight, so we are fat, and we're going to be working off our meal. We want to welcome everybody to the Tampa Bay Thunderstriker Live show. I know everybody missed us last week, so we're going to make up for it. We're going to make up for it this week, and we're going to let you know that we're going to be on not once, we're going to be on twice. Twice.
Yes. We'll have the name for the edited version of
That's
the show.
right. We last year we had an interesting segment called Slapshot, which was very successful. But we've changed up with new leadership now, and of course I'm the leader. But my producer, my most illustrious producer, has named our new section that we're going to have. And are you going to wait to tell them for Tuesday?
Yep. We'll have to wait and find out Tuesday.
Okay, so of course I know what it is because I thought of it, but it will be revealed on Tuesday's show live from the WZIG radio booth 104.1 FM. We are back at Snappers Comedy Club and Grill. It's going to feel great to get back into the radio studio and do our broadcasting from the radio station.
It will be.
Yes. And as always, I'm known for my surprises and stuff. And while I was talking to a friend of mine who not only is going to get us new toy drive boxes and set us up with that, but we are also going to be meeting with a gentleman that has a radio station. So,
Yep.
So we might not just be Tampa Bay Thunderstrikers Live. You may see us in a different form, different radio station, which would be something different from what we do. It's going to be something separate from what we do, our 2 days a week. This could be a regular gig at a different radio station. Again, I predicted that we would be successful with this business venture, and damn it, we're going to be very successful because I said we were going to be. So there we go.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to start off with the stuff that was reported last week, and I told you about this. There was a whole big thing going on about how the Braden Point sweepstakes were over with, and Braden Point is signing a new contract, 8 years, some crazy number that was lowballed, actually. That's why I had questioned it. It really had no merit. It had really limited sources, and I had to squash it because it just didn't make any sense to me that that was even legit. It was supposedly reported by the NHL rumors, and again, it was not something that I felt was legit. It had no merit at all, and so everybody was talking about it. Everybody was posting about it. They were saying that he had signed, he was close to signing to this new deal and everything, which turned out to be really, really bogus. And again, that's where I must say, remind everybody to please, don't depend on websites, rumors, stuff like that. Oh, there is the Queen. The Queen has joined us. First Lady Elsa, and she's looking at the Polar Pop. Ain't she beautiful? She is sucking up this limelight. She actually loves being on this table, which Daddy doesn't really allow her to be on normally. But we do have a tablecloth that we put on if we have meals, so I give her a little leeway so she can come on here during the show, so she can, you know, get some attention, and all our fans from all over the world can see our little girl. Cooch, on the other hand, if you're wondering where Cooch is, he is sleeping in Daddy's sofa.
We'll give him more here.
Yeah, yeah. All right. You mind? I have like 1,000 notes here. Figures, facts, everything, stats. And she's right now, she's stepping on them.
She's trying to take over the host position.
Yeah, well, good luck with that.
As she likes.
She is now, okay, she's figuring out that, okay, I'm going to jump under the cord of the camera. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, she has left the premises. Yeah, there was a report, and this has been confirmed by a lot of the correspondents that are friends of mine, and the Lightning beat writers as well, correspondents, that Braden Point did in fact have a hip procedure done after the season last year. He is on schedule for full recovery, and he will be ready for the season. Okay, so, you know, don't be too worried about that. Of course, that has nothing to do with the negotiations, really. They have met, they have talked, so that's progressing. That's all I can tell you for now, is that it's a progress, it's progression, and GBB is negotiating. So, you know, we have to have faith in GBB, and this thing, you know, just to, you know, be honest, it might just come down to the final couple of days. It might go into the end of the preseason. Hell, it might even go into the 3rd of next month, which we really don't want. We want Braden Point to be back, you know, well before that. But, you know, I get asked that question and everything. And again, folks, you know, if you see something like a rumor on the Facebook or any of those sites, you don't want to, you know, freak out and believe everything that you see and believe everything that you read, okay? Unless you hear it from me or any one of these following guys that a lot of people know about. They are correspondents, they are writers, they have the reputation of not just gossiping around and giving you rumors. Okay, the last thing you want to do is believe rumors and stories that are on these sites. They are not a good source of information. They are just speculation and rumors. So, to clarify, if you don't see a report from me on my sites, or Joe Smith's column, or Eric Grundleson's column, or Brian Burns' column, or Kaylee Cholios's, or Dan Herjon, who's a good friend of mine, who's a beat writer. If you don't see any of this coming from any of those people, then it's just pure rumors, pure speculation. And, you know, as I pointed out, as soon as I saw this going around, I guess one of the Bolts fans / Rays fans, whatever he was, he was saying that, oh, did you hear about Braden Point close in on a new contract and everything? And I was like, well, I think that's pretty bogus. Because, you know, quite frankly, if I don't report it, then it isn't happened. And that's the bottom line. I quickly extinguished the fire, and I pointed out that unless it's coming from me or one of my fellow distinguished Dan Hairjohn, Jim Smith, Aaron Anderson, Brian Burns, Kelly Chelios, any one of those people. If you don't hear it from them, it is just speculation and rumors.
Focus.
So you might next time want to just go with one of us that know what's going on, that know if it's legit or not, that it's not speculation, and we're not talking out of our butts. This is the real deal. This is what we do for a living. We cover the Lightning 24/7, 365 days a year. That's what we do. So quickly, that was denied, and it was ruled false. So I'm glad that everybody was smart about it and decided that, you know, that was a bogus write-up, and that the writer of that is bogus, and it was never true, and it was never legit. Brady Point was never in that situation. Again, they have met with him, and they have talked to him, and the process is ongoing, and I fully expect, again, I'm fully confident that it's going to come down to probably the preseason before we know whether Brady Point's going to sign that contract or not. But a lot of people that I talk to, we are all on the same page as far as what we think Brady Point's going to get. You know, it just makes sense. Some of the figures that we threw out, I mean, he's got to make a lot of money. That offer that I saw on the table was just like, that's not legit. And that's just somebody who's trying to get attention that knows nothing. Absolutely nothing. So right now, the Bolts are engaged in some games right now. The kids are doing really, really well. We got a lot of prospects out there. Carter Vandeweghe is getting a lot of attention. Alex Wolkoff's getting a lot of attention. Stevens is getting a lot of attention. Alex Barre-Bonnet is a hot prospect right now. He's getting a lot of raving reviews right now in camp. So that's really exciting when you got some of these guys that can step up in positions. And as I told you before, I really think that we're going to end up getting rid of a contract too. And I think most of the people will agree with me. When you got $5 million, you got quite a few players that are making over $5 million. So, you know, somebody's going.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to get unloaded. And, you know, you free up some money. And that's obviously what's happening right now. And don't be surprised if you see one of those guys going before camp is over.
Yep.
And the preseason's over. And a couple of people have mentioned to me about a lot. Some people mentioned to me about Killorn. So it could be any one of those players. So we just don't know. You know, that's something that's in negotiation that JBB is trying to, you know, work out something, and it makes sense for the team and the best interest of the team. We got a scoreboard update for you Buccaneers fans out there. Is it still 2017?
Yeah, with 2:24 left to go in the fourth.
2:24 to go in the fourth. And the Bucs are losing by
3
points. Okay, well, at least they're only losing by 3 points. My team's getting decimated from Cowboys. Cowgirls.
Okay, yeah, Cowgirls. My Cowboys.
So, yeah. So just for you Bucs fans out there, you know, the game's not over yet. See what happens. You know, what it comes down to here, it's going down to the final couple of minutes out there. So before I continue on with our Lightning news, my executive producer is going to let me know who's coming in and out of the room, because it looks pretty full in there.
Yeah, looks like Mary was joining. Patrick Bonnell, Joshua Cobbler, Brandon Walker.
Okay, regulars.
Valerie Lynch.
Hi, Valerie.
Sandy Thompson.
Hey.
Zachariah Miller.
What's up, brother?
Richard Jordan Mendoza. And Kaylee Lynn.
Okay, welcome to the show tonight. you know, as I said before, we're going back to 2 days a week. We're going to be doing our shows back at the WCIG radio booth, 104.1 FM. This happens on Tuesday night. And as I said before, we are also in negotiation with another gentleman who has a radio station that is interested in putting us on. So we got a couple things that we're doing, and you know, I'm going to make this happen.
Yeah.
You know, we've accomplished quite a bit already.
Yeah.
It's just going to keep on getting better. We've got some new equipment coming in next month to improve our home base for the Tampabay Thunderstrikers live here at Casa Thunderstrikers, where we will have some new equipment. And, you know, 2 days a week, soon, maybe with this new gig that we got going on, it might be 3 days a week.
Yep.
So we're excited about what's going on. And, of course, we should have the brand new toy drive boxes within a week. So we are happy with that. And, you know, it was something that just got thrown into my arms. We could have went with the old design, but you know, I'm a businessman and I'm a negotiator. Get it done. So we're gonna get it done, and by next week we'll have our new toy drive boxes. So that's very exciting too. So aside from the new gigs that we got coming up, and the shows twice a week, and new equipment coming in, and life is good. Life is good.
It is.
It's a business, and it's another concern for the Lightning. Obviously, is now that we've signed a lot of our key players, the Bassett contract, the Cooch contract, all these big contracts that we're going to have going into next season when they take effect. You got to wonder, what does 2020 look like? When you have those restricted free agents like Eric Cernak available, Sergachev, Sorelli, Joseph, and right now we have $67 million committed to 13 players. So it kind of makes you wonder, how are we going to get the next cap for next year? What kind of mess we have to go through? Poor JPB. I mean, he's got a lot going on right now. 49ers are ahead now, 29-17 to 201.
Thanks to an interception.
An interception. Okay, well, it looks like the Bucs are going to lose their first game of the season to the 49ers, unfortunately. But I guess, you know, the life of a Bucs fan must be very, very difficult. I wouldn't know because I don't claim to be a Buccaneers fan. So I am a Giant fan. And I am not very happy with my team's performance today either. So we got that much in common. Both our teams lost today.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's a concern as far as 2020. But right now we're not going to worry about that. We have a solid team going into this year. Yeah, I mean, our defense has improved on people that we've got. You're going to see all these kids, and, you know, one out of those kids is going to win a role here, I think.
Yeah, me too.
You know, Radish is pretty good as well. The roster is I was looking at the roster tonight, and I was like, wow, this is a pretty big roster. There's a lot on the roster right now, and that's normal for this time of year because you have the kids in camp and everything. But right now, just for example, we have 6 goaltenders in camp right now. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 defensemen vowing for positions. Oh boy, a lot of forwards here. Whoa. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27. We have 27 forwards. Wow.
Jeez.
6 goaltenders. 16 defensemen. So yeah, that's a big roster right now, and you know these kids are getting the opportunity to win jobs.
Yeah.
And some of them already look pretty damn good.
They do.
When I see it. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing what goes on. I mean, the Bolts have been playing Nashville. Last I saw it was 1-0. They were losing after the first. But you know, it's irrelevant. It's only preseason and everything, so you know, nothing to really worry about. Yeah, I think people are a little concerned, you know, when they put up the players' images up at the arena. Braden Point didn't get one. So that doesn't mean anything.
No.
You know, don't let your mind wander just because Braden Point didn't get his image didn't get posted up front or in the back.
There's nothing in the world.
Yeah. Braden Point is going to resign, and you know, he's 23, and you know he's just part of some of the big name free agents that are still out there. Toronto's Mitch Marner is a perfect example. Winnipeg's Patrick Lane. They're out there still. They have not signed with anybody. So it's not just Braden Point that's waiting on a contract. So when you see a Mariner out there, when you see a Patrick Lane, there's a whole bunch more. Just because they haven't signed yet doesn't mean that they're not going to re-sign with their old teams. Anything is possible. So a lot of people are asking, you know, what kind of contract is Braden Point going to get? That's a good question. You know, I think he's going to get $8 million.
Yeah, at least.
You know, I've heard 8.5. So that's very, very realistic. And that's why when that bogus rumor that came out only had him making about 6.5, something like that, I'm like, he's going to make more than 6.
Yeah.
You know, this guy's an elite player already.
Yeah.
You know, I don't get it. I mean, Braden Point has just been unbelievable. His signing date was July 2019. 23 years old when he signed his contract. He's played 3 years. Games played is 229 games. He has 198 points. That's pretty damn good. Well, it looks like we're back, and I don't know what happened, but we lost something here. I'm not a producer, so I don't know what happened, but
Facebook being Facebook.
You better blame it on Facebook, but why did it happen?
Don't ask me.
Oh, gee. Okay, so for whatever reason, we're back on the air. I don't understand this, why it happens. We can't rely on Facebook in order to keep this going now.
No.
Okay, so here we go with the preseason games coming up. Now that we're back on the air. 17th, which is coming up, obviously. Well, let's start from the beginning. Our first show back in our 3rd season will be this coming Tuesday, September 10th, which is exciting. We'll be back at the WZIG radio booth in Palm Harbor, Florida, which is awesome. The Fan Fest is September 15th. So if you guys are going to go to the Fan Fest, we'll be there. Let's see. Okay, and the first preseason opener is on the 17th, and that's going to be home against the Canes. Then we're going to do a away game in Raleigh on the 18th against the Canes. Then on the 20th we got the Predators at home, and then on the 24th we got away with the Predators in Nashville. And then we got a home and away. The 26th will be at Sunrise against the Kitty Cats on the 26th. And then our final preseason game will be the 28th, home against Florida. So We got the Kitty Cats, we got the Canes, and we got the Predators. So that's our preseason schedule, and we'll see how it goes. Like I said, it's a time where we get to see, what we got. We got a couple guys battling for positions and stuff. And as I told you before, with the roster right now, we have 6 goaltenders, and it's obvious to me that that's going to get shrunk down to only 2. So I don't see how any of those other guys, unless there's an injury to one of our 2 goalies, it's obviously clear to me that it's only going to be Vasilevsky and Kenny. They still have not made a trade with Louis Domingue, but expect that to happen in the next couple of weeks. They're already going to go with 2 goalies, I can assure you of that. Wedgwood and Condon are going to be the 2 goalies for Syracuse. And I think Wedgwood is rated right now #1 with Condon. One of the acquisitions is going to be his backup down for the crunch. But as far as us go, it's clear it's going to be Vassio McKinley. We got some good, really good dog fight for defensemen. A lot of people want Foot in there, and I get that. I understand. He's really a good prospect, and he's ready. We feel like he's ready. So we'll have to see about that. But, I see a lot of these guys are going to be sent down. The 16 defensemen right now, I would say there'll be quite a few over, right up to camp, the end of camp. And of course, out of the guys that have won positions, that's crystal clear and obvious who's going to make this team as far as defensemen go, pretty much. Unless one of these kids really step it up, and you never know what can happen. I mean, that's how rich we have really good talent, and I think that they've really fixed this defensive core. I think our defense is going to be much better this year. We got some size. I just like the defensive squad right now that we have, and our scoring. The scoring is going to be there. You get point signed. You got a couple of kids that are going to be really knocking on the doors soon to knock some of these last year guys. I have a feeling it's a couple of guys out here that are going to be playing their last few years here. Because they have to do the salary cap. And next year, as I've said, you got Cernak, Sergachev, Sorelli, Joseph, and as of right now, you got $67 million committed to 13 players.
Yep.
So it's going to be a crunch, and it's funny because I say crunch, but that's our team. Syracuse crunches.
Yep.
Is our farm team.
We reached the halfway point of the show.
We've reached the halfway point of the show already, except with that damn interruption in the show, which upset me.
We only like a minute, so that was good.
Yeah, and still, I still don't know why it happens.
I don't either, but
it's crazy. But yeah, I mean, over the next few weeks, Braden Point will get signed, and I still feel like 8 years, 8.5 per. And there is Mr. Cooch. We decided to wake him up and give him some exposed time on the table. Okay, Cooch?
say hi.
Say hi.
No.
No.
He said hi for a minute.
Yeah, he's looking to get in the producer seats, what he's actually trying to do right now. He loves that production seat. He really does. And he wants to become the next executive producer. So I think your job's in trouble.
I think so.
Okay, so you're going to see some new faces, obviously, and man, oh man, I mean, when you get a Shattenkirk and a Pat Maroon and a Luke Shen, the defense is already improved. And again, my point being that these players must be signed by December 1st, or they're ineligible to be playing in the upcoming season. Okay, well, you know what? A lot of these guys are going to get signed within the next few weeks, like a Mitch Marner, a Miko Ritzelin, Zach Greinski. There's so many of them. Matthew Tkachuk. These guys are going to get signed. So, you know,
It's not a time.
yeah, don't sweat it, man, because we're going to get it done. There's no question about it. We're going to get it done. All right, so I've covered some of our things that we need to know. Of course, the bolt run is, I know several people that are running the bolt run. The 19th annual is Sunday, October 27th. The first race is 7:30 a.m. Contact TampabayLightning.com/bolt-run for more information about that. And I was looking at Pat Rune's speech on the Facebook page, and we posted it on the Thunderstrikers page. And he's ready to come here and prove that he's going to get her done. He brings a lot of Stanley Cup experience and adds depth to the wing. He's 31 years old. He is a physical presence at 6'3", 225, and he's only making $900,000. So, looking forward to the season. He's got a change now, and he brings that wealth of Stanley Cup experience. And our depth is so good. It is. You got to give it to JBB. Dealing with salary caps is never fun, and a lot of people are not cut out for that kind of stuff. And I think he's done a great job in forming this. I'm going to do my normal shout outs here before I get into our one of our favorites, Times. Here we go. We got this. I got so much. Look at all this stuff here. I got so much. The news is one of my favorite segments because it covers our dysfunctional world and proves that there's a lot of people that are not making it too well in this world.
Yeah.
They're not taking their medication. They're going out doing drugs, getting high and doing stupid stuff, getting arrested for stupid stuff, getting drunk, getting arrested for stupid stuff. What are you going to do?
Well, we got to mention, before you get to that, we got to mention this. You know where I'm going.
Go ahead and tell.
Well, somebody thought it would be fun to take, they wanted to get a close look at Dorian. This happened in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So he decided to drive his car, come to find out not his car, to the beach. Well, he drove on the beach and got it stuck.
Okay. We started the news off with a bang.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget your shout-outs.
Yes. Well, I got my shout-outs ready. I got my shout-outs ready before I go into the news. Thank you for covering that. That's a funny story. I think there was one other funny story that we had talked about that we wanted to get on, but I don't remember at the moment.
Maybe. I don't know.
But
There's a couple of them, but
yeah. Well, next time something comes up, just write it down. So it's very down. Our executive producer will also have an introduction to start off our brand new season at the radio booth, and hopefully we'll have a music number to start off our entrance into our third year at Tampabay Thunderstrikers Live at WZIG Radio Booth in beautiful Palm Harbor, Florida. Snappers Comedy Club. Thank you very much to all those fine people over there. I have a lot of good friends that I've been going to Snappers for many years since I've been down here, and they've been fantastic. And you know, it's just great to have such good sponsors where you know they you know you don't even have to ask them. They're like, hey, whatever we need to do to help you guys, you know, we're here for you, and it's just been great.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's awesome, and we love that. We want to mention, of course, Our Place, which is one of our biggest sponsors, if not the biggest, as far as everything they do for us, and their most delicious pasta, which is fantastic, especially when you can have all you can eat and not be limited to whatever amount you want.
Yep.
Just like Ronnie Pisco. He had a whole bunch tonight.
He did.
That's what I do too. That's what we do. We go in there, and you know, we love those all you can eats, and we're blessed to be in an area where not only do we have Duff's Buffet, which Ronnie told me about, and I've been going to ever since. And of course, we got Greg at Our Place, which has the all you can eat pasta night, which we take advantage of that each and every Sunday before the show.
Yeah. Of course.
And Tuesday night we'll probably have wings.
Probably.
Yeah, most likely, because we like to have wings when we do our show. So really looking forward to that. That's what we've been waiting on for a while. We want to say hello to Eddie Moran, give him a shout. We have not seen or heard from him. Obviously, we know why we haven't seen or heard from him.
Yep.
My buddy Roger in Minnesota, and Nico Lamela, another one of our big listeners that watch the show. And let's see, is there any more? What's coming up in the WWE? We got
Clash of
Champions next week?
Yep.
Next weekend?
Next weekend.
Okay, so there you go with that pay-per-view. And as my most illustrious producer has already started with the news, with a story from South Carolina, which was funny as hell. And I couldn't understand why he drove that car to the beach.
I don't know. To me, it would be common sense to park in the parking lot and walk up there. You're that desperate.
Yeah.
But I guess they're just too lazy.
Well, folks, we got a Florida story. And you know how much Florida stories touch us?
Oh, yeah.
Because, oh, man. Okay, so a Florida woman found her full-grown manatee swimming around her backyard this week after her property was flooded by Hurricane Dorian. First, I thought it was an alligator, Corrine Hogan told the Miami Herald. Then I looked out the window and I saw it was a manatee. I was shocked. Wildlife officials brought it away to safety. So it was a bad hurricane in certain areas. Of course, we didn't get it, so we were fortunate. So let's see what we got here. We got a Michigan. Okay, so Michigan has planted more than 1,000 happy little trees in its state parks in the honor of the late painter and public TV icon Rob Ross. The trees, which are replacing older deceased foliage, are being planted by inmates in the state prisons. Ross' Joy of Painting show aired on PBS from 1983 to 1994. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Okay, so we go on to this gambler's hot to try. A lucky Maryland man won 3 large jackpots playing a virtual horse racing game in less than a year. Richard Joyner, 52, of Harvey Grace, won $43,000 this month playing racetracks at a gas station. Before that, he won $15,252 in January and $39,697 last September playing the same game. Well, that's pretty damn good luck right there.
Yeah.
Okay, here's something that caused a ruckus. I'm not sure if you saw it, but I saw it. Carnival staffers in Ohio got an unexpected thrill when a thief hitched a roller coaster to the back of his truck and sped off. Wild footage shows the crook dragging the, what is this, the alligator-themed amusement park ride from the Union County Fairgrounds in Marysville behind a white pickup truck on a local highway. Cops are hunting for the bandit. So they haven't found this guy. He's in the back of his truck. He stole a roller coaster.
What
in the hell?
amazes you what people will do.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Why steal it if you can't use it?
Yeah,
If you steal something, at least make it worth your while.
that's just crazy. Okay, grilled cheese, anybody? A big rig hauling 18 tons of foliage crashed on I-39 near Ustat 3 Saturday and buried the load. Hundreds of boxes of pre-shredded cheese to a crisp fire, officials said. Nobody was injured. My God, what? That's crazy.
It is.
All right, let's see what else we got here. Let me see if I can find. Oh, here we go, South Carolina again.
Not Tennessee.
South Carolina man was ready to go on a fishing trip with his pals, wound up catching a jackpot. The man from Charleston told lottery officials that he was at a Circle K to buy sandwiches for the trip when he decided to buy a Lucky for Life ticket. He wound up winning the $25,000 a year prize and ultimately opted for the one-time cash payment of $390,000.
That would be nice.
Nice. So he went in there thinking that he was going to buy sandwiches at Circle K. I'm at Circle K every damn day.
Yeah.
This guy buys a Lucky for Life ticket and wins $25,000 a year. And he walks home with $390,000.
That would be nice.
Wow.
One lucky person.
You think? Wow. All right, let's see what else we got here.
While you're hunting, we got the Lions versus the Cardinals. And that's a really come down to a wire game. 24-all.
Okay.
With 24 seconds to go in the final period. That one's going to go OT.
Okay. Just a reminder, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lost tonight.
Yep, unfortunately.
Just for you people that have come on that did not know that the Bucs lost. Okay, let's see what we got here. Sweet revenge. A Maryland man locked up for nearly 3 months over a mistaken case of what? Meth-laced honey. Now plans to sue his lawyer. Jamaican national Leon Hungerbaum, 46, was traveling back from the island when customs agents in Baltimore drug tested 3 bottles of the bee sugar. He had bee sugar in his luggage, which yielded a false positive result. A lab test later revealed it was actually just honey.
Wow. Crazy.
Is that crazy? Well, I can keep on going, but I don't see any Tennessee. I was hoping to find some Tennessee just to bust on Devin. I do have a California one now. It wasn't a clean getaway. A California family returned home from a restaurant to find 2 naked strangers soaking in their bathtub. And the weirdos were later arrested by the cops. Christopher Michael Bacon and Osha Marie Anna allegedly raided the kitchen of their home in Fortuna and took selfies in their birthday suits before scrubbing down.
Wow. Hear it all.
Wow. Just when you think that you hear it all. Oh, wow. Okay, so also I have, again, I have single tickets available for the Tampa Bay Lightning games, where there are games that I will not be going to. I had several inquiries today, and you can get your single Lightning tickets from me at a cheap deal. And there's a few games. I think there was about 10 or 12, and I still have more than half of them to sell, as I will not be attending them. So if you guys want to get single tickets, I have single tickets. I do not have double tickets. So in other words, to make it realistic and easy for everybody, I have 1 ticket per game, not 2. I get people interested in saying, oh, I'm interested in the tickets. I was like, it's not tickets. It's a ticket. I'm selling a ticket in my one of my season ticket areas, which is 380, that I'm not going to be able to go to due to previous commitments and show. Obviously, if I'm doing a show, I'm not going to be here, I'm not going to be there. We don't have a big enough crew yet to assign a crew to Hamley and have a crew here. So right now, I will not be going to the games on if it's a Tuesday night or Sunday night. Is the game over now?
No, that game is going officially in the overtime.
Okay, and that's Detroit versus who?
The Cardinals.
Cardinals.
The Lions versus Cardinals.
Lions versus the Cardinals. Okay. All right, so contact me if you are interested in getting single seats. That pretty much is it as far as what we got going on for tonight's show. So we're good to go. So I'm going to let Devin say his final thoughts of the evening, and then I will close out the show for tonight.
Thanks everybody for watching. Make sure you go and check out the YouTube video, subscribe, like the videos, comment. Great things are coming to the YouTube video. Like I said, make sure you tune in Tuesday for the name of the edited version of the show, 8 to 10 minutes. And I hope you all have a great night, great weekend. Thank you for watching.
And again, you know, we're looking forward to Tuesday night with great anticipation because, you know, we love to be at the radio booth and broadcasting. And there's a couple of new exciting things that we got going on that we're really excited about. We hope everything falls into place. And I posted today on my page and Thunderstriker's page, there is a PayPal link where you guys can make your donations for the 2019 toy drive, which we go to the radio station and present Mason Dixon each and every year with toys and checks and donuts.
Yeah.
We went in with Krispy Kremes about 2 years ago. We like to treat them guys because they're awesome over there. My good friends Mason Dixon, Paul Street, Flash, program director Andrew that I'm friends with, who also does some work for the Lightning. It's a good friend of mine. So, you know, we love going to Q105 radio station in St. Pete. We're looking forward to doing that again. Full boxes, and like I said, we got a new box maker, creator that's going to be taking care of our toy drive boxes. Those will be to us within the week. And it's going to be great to get back in the radio booth. So we hope that you'll join us on Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live from Stafford's Comedy Club and Grill in the WZIG 104.1 radio booth. Thanks to my friend Paul, who is one of the owners for Stafford's Grill, and also Paul from WZIG. We thank you guys for allowing Thunderstrikers to, you know, broadcast from the WZIG booth, which we really appreciate. And like I said before, we have another venture coming in another radio station, so we're excited, we're ready to go, and we're just going to keep building momentum and keep building on our show. And again, you know, we need another co-host with my executive producer doing the productions. So if anybody knows of anybody that likes to, you know, go on the air and be a personality and everything, we can definitely use somebody to join our team. But for now, that's about it, right?
I wanted to add that we are making home deliveries on the toy drive.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Last year we started it. We started delivering toys to the needy families. We go to their homes and knock on the doors and give them toys and everything, and we film it. So, you know, the kids would be all excited and everything, happy they're getting toys. It's a tradition that we're just going to keep on building as well, and we're going to put together a couple of people for the toy drive team, and we're going to rent a van as my voice is crackling. We're going to make sure that all the toys get to the families, both through Q105 and, of course, our own little route where we deliver our toys ourselves from Thunderstriker Live team. All right, so I guess we will sign off now. So thanks for watching tonight, and we look forward to seeing you guys on Tuesday night in the WZIG radio booth and Palm Harbor Snappers. And for my most distinguished executive producer, Devin Stafford, my name is Joe D'Angelo, Tampabay Thunderstrikers Live host with the most, with the info, stats, facts, and figures. I had a lot of them tonight, and as always. So we'll look forward to seeing you Tuesday night. So have a good couple of days, and tune in Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. And see you then. Good night, everybody.